Greetings, Psychonauts. Awesome video here. We'll be discussing the one of my preps I took for my 21 grams, which was very instrumental in having the smooth transition, I believe. And that is the CIA gateway process and the documents that were released by the CIA like a few years back. And for some reason, they just became public last year. Basically, it's Army describing their unit, their astral travel unit, right, and their time travel unit. And this is real shit. Saw the movie The Men Who Stare at Goats with George Clooney. Check it out. This is a real unit, and the documents released are related to that. Fucking amazing stuff. And I was obsessively studying that stuff a couple of weeks going in. And boy, sort of puts that stuff in perspective. But so this will be an edited video. I'm gonna put up the paper right here. The PDF now is down from the CIA website, but I do have a copy of it. So if anybody's interested in the actual documents, please send me a link and I'll send it to you. Anyway, let's go over the gateway process. So, U.S. was behind on this metaphysics stuff. Of course, as they usually are. They kind of found out about it from Russia. Russia had their own program going, and the U.S. they found out through spying, of course. And when it first came up into Russia, the U.S. probably laughed it off. And then a few years later, they saw Russia put another few 100 million rubles into the program. And so the U.S. kind of got worried, like, oh shit, they must be onto something. So they started their own unit. And also, there's the Chinese mentioned the most dangerous threat to their whole CCP thing was not the Russians or the Americans, but the Uyghur Muslims. Now, why would they? Why would the Chinese say that the Uyghur Muslims were a bigger threat to China than Russia and America combined? Small little ethnic Muslim villages, community that they're getting decimated now by the Chinese. Genocidal elimination, and they're scared of the Uyghurs. Why? I guess their shamans are able to hemisync. And when you're able to hemisync is what the Army has called it, is when you're able to combine both sides of your brains, the left and right hemisphere, to work for you. And there's not just a doubling effect, so most people are right and left brain. If you use both, and you're able to sync both sides of each side of your brain, you get more of an exponential effect. So you don't double your brain power; it's like exponentially increases. Like the difference between a laser and a light bulb, right? So a 5-watt laser, a 5-watt light bulb, you're not gonna be able to see shit with that, right? It's gonna provide hardly any light, right? A 5-watt laser will fucking burn a hole in your ass, right? And that's what you get when you're able to hemisync. And wait, I have the quote down. The quote is awesome. This is quoted from the Army. Also, those who have 20 years meditation experience, like Zen Buddhists and others, or like the Uyghur Muslims, they're able to hemisync also. Why are they scared of people who can hemisync? So this is what happens. This is the Army's quote. Once you're able to hemisync, right? As far as your awareness, you're able to move it outside the physical sphere, so as to ultimately escape the restrictions of time and space. Goosebumps. So And as you Psychonauts know, that's what we do on a regular here. And I've been talking about this shit for over a year now, so I'm kind of ahead of the game. And one thing about this Army document is they're leaving a lot of stuff out. They're missing some shit. So we're going to dive into that. And I think the Psychonauts have the answer. So the Monroe Institute claims to have software that can help you hemisync faster than you would as opposed to 20 years of straight meditation practice. I don't know if it's truly effective because they would have had an army by now dominating the planet for sure if it was really effective. So they're missing something over there. But I'm going to try the tapes. If anybody's tried the Monroe Institute lessons, that'd be awesome. Let me know. I'd love to interview you or get some feedback from you. But anyway, yeah, so the Monroe Institute and the Army had their program using biofeedback and acoustic tones like binaural beats to induce a state where you're able to reach that hemisyncing, right? So that's what they did. So as this relates to Psychonauts, um, it just kind of clicked because all the experiences, being, you know, outside the boundaries of time and space, I've been there high dose, and I've talked about I will make a video about my time travel experiences. We actually go back and send messages to your past self. It's pretty awesome. But um, as far as the mushrooms go, scientific documentation of the brain and its activity on and off mushrooms. So I'm going to post that right now. Actually, this is being edited. So this is a image of a normal brain and a brain activity. This is an image of the brain on shrooms. And you can see it's definitely exponentially increased, and you can see the hemispheres are balanced in activity. It looks like hemisyncing to me. And what can you do when you're hemisyncing? The Armies has already said it. So we're going to basically learn how to shift reality here. Yay, awesome video, right? So I'm going to break down this whole gateway process document, and we're going to start doing exercises, and let's start shifting our reality, folks. Let's do it. And I think our Psychonauts were able to go a little more power when we go in. So these are the tools we're going to use when we go in the future. It's going to be a very important video, and please stay tuned. I'm missing something, but this will just be the intro. I'll break it down into parts. The document is pretty confusing, so I'm going to try to break it down in a layman's term, and let's get this thing rolling. So if anybody like more info on this document, I have a PDF again. The CIA has taken it down, and yeah, let's get to shifting reality. It's pretty cool. Going back and doing research, it seems like this document is cut out on TikTok. So there's a whole group called Shift Talk, and they're shifting the reality using principles of this document. And man, this gives me hope for the youth in the future. It's just a beautiful thing to watch. So I think that's one of the reasons why the CIA is taking it down. It got really popular on TikTok. So if you get a chance, go to Shift Talk on TikTok and do the exercises. And I've yet to check it out, but I heard some amazing things from it already. So let's get rolling with this.